establish a majestic but tense palace. King Kansa paces sunlit balconies overlooking his kingdom, his dark gray skin and erratic, wide-eyed fury betraying his growing paranoia. Devaki and Vasudeva are locked deep away in the heavy stone dungeons as a violent storm brews outside, lightning tearing through a pitch-black sky. For years, a dark shadow hung over the kingdom of Mathura. The tyrant king, Kansa, ruled with an iron fist, but his soul was consumed by a terrifying prophecy that the eighth child of his sister, Devaki, would be the cause of his ultimate demise. Driven mad by fear, Kansa imprisoned his own sister and her husband, Vasudeva, within the deepest recesses of his stone fortress. As the years bled into months, the fateful night arrived. A ferocious storm broke over the kingdom. Violent, brilliant bolts of lightning tore through the sky, a sign that the universe itself was bracing for a miracle. In the pitch-black dungeon, a baby is born, radiating a soft light. The prison guards suddenly slump against the walls, overtaken by a mystical slumber. The heavy doors swing open. Vasudeva cloaks himself, takes the child, and steps out into the treacherous rain. He arrives at the roaring Yamuna River. As he steps into the black, churning waters, a massive, multi-headed serpent, Sheshanaga, rises to shield them. At the stroke of midnight, the miracle took place. The eighth child, Krishna, was born, casting a warm, divine light into the dampest corners of the dungeon. Instantly, a supernatural grace swept through the prison block, putting the heavily armed guards into a deep sleep as the iron chains shattered. Knowing this was their only chance, Vasudeva took the infant into the stormy night. He reached the banks of the raging Yamuna River. As he waded into the treacherous, midnight currents, a monumental protector arose from the depths. The great multi-headed serpent, Sheshanaga, unfurled his massive hoods, arching over the father and child like an umbrella to shield the divine infant from the torrential downpour. Vasudeva sneaks through the quiet, dark paths of Gokul village and exchanges the baby with Yashoda's newborn daughter. Cut back to the fortress. Kansa discovers a child has been born. Consumed by madness, he storms down the corridors with a bared sword. He snatches the baby girl in the dungeon, raising his sword to strike. Guided by the divine, Vasudeva safely crossed the river and reached the quiet, sleeping village of Gokul. There, in the dead of night, he quietly exchanged his divine son for a newborn baby girl, ensuring Krishna's survival before slipping back to his prison cell. But the illusion did not last. Awakened by the cries of a newborn, Kansa stormed into the dungeons, his silks billowing, his sword raised to break the prophecy once and for all. Yet, as he snatched the child to strike, the infant slipped from his grasp and ascended into the air. The baby girl transforms into the brilliant, 10-armed goddess Yogamaya, wielding a trident, mace, and arrows, standing atop a roaring lion. Kansa drops his sword in utter terror. Cut to Kansa looking defeated from his balcony under the moon. Then transition to Gokul, where the villagers gather around the glowing, blue-skinned baby Krishna. In a blinding flash of light, the child transformed into the radiant, terrifying form of the cosmic goddess, Yogamaya. Armed with a celestial trident and standing atop a roaring lion, her voice echoed like thunder. "Foolish Kansa, the one destined to destroy you has already been born elsewhere." The goddess vanished, leaving the tyrant broken and trembling, his sword clattering uselessly to the floor. Across the river, the storm cleared, leaving only peaceful ripples under the full moon. In Gokul, a new dawn had arrived. The villagers gathered around the beautiful, blue-skinned child, knowing that hope, love, and their ultimate protector had finally come to Earth.